It is a tragedy, I would say, in the West. Alexander Schmemann said that the tragedy of separating the sacred from the secular is that we stole God away from the world. We took God out of the world and we put him only in churches. So what happens in society, in America, is people can go to church and they pray and we can feel holy and feel connected to God. And then we go to our work and that has nothing to do with God. That's work. What does that have to do with God? What does that have to do with prayer? This is my work. This is my family. I love my family, but I'll think about God when I'm going to church or when I'm doing something religious. So we have a intuitive schizophrenia. Everything's split, everything's divided. And one of the most beautiful things that I learned coming into the Orthodox Church was that the fathers of the Church taught that the whole world is a sacrament. The whole world is meant to be sanctified and brought into unity and oneness. So what that has meant for me as an actor, and as a young actor, as a child, I was 11 years old, I instinctively was trying to bring these things together because I loved God so much. And then I would be doing my work and I'd be doing scenes of great tragedy where I'd have to be crying and I was dealing with why this person was one of the storylines was about a young girl who was raped, and I had to walk through the emotions of helping this young girl heal from such a tragedy. And so I began to ask God, why would you let this happen? It's a fictional story, but these things happen. And what I started to realize through these experiences was that God wanted to be a part of the whole experience, that I wasn't supposed to put all of that on pause, so to speak, and then go perform as an artist, but I was supposed to bring God into the performance. Becoming Orthodox has reinforced that and given me so much more clarity to be able to bring my relationship with God into those various moments. The Jesus prayer is very, very important for that, because it's so beautiful and it's so simple, and that can take place all the time. So whether I'm preparing for a scene, whether I'm rehearsing or performing, the Jesus prayer is with me. And also, one of the beautiful things that I discovered in that process was that it can also become a form of intercession for other people. So for instance, if I was playing, let's say, a heroin addict or someone who is struggling with suicide, that I can make the performance a prayer so that people who are struggling with those things could be released or perhaps prevented from going in those directions. So in that way, there was no difference between driving in my car to work and then stepping on the stage and performing, or being at my house reading a book about Christ, or walking into church. It's all one movement. It's all one continuous breath of being with God. That's the goal. And I think so many people, they've never experienced that, particularly in the West and in America, because religion is its own thing. So people say, I'm not interested in religion. But ultimately, Orthodoxy is not a religion. It's real life. Yeah, and it's in the heart. So that is a very powerful thing that I'm so thankful to learn from the fathers of the Church, that the world is a sacrament. The whole world is a sacrament, and Christ is all in and